I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. You're not singing in the rain.
I'm not. I don't
Just
sing.
a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. Because it's day 12 of NTI. Woo! Go big or go home.
Let's go. I'm just joking.
All right, we are out here at the Mason Mansion, and in the
rain.
In the rain.
In the rain.
That's the weather. We brought you the weather today.
You can see the little dots of rain falling.
Yep. And so we are legit reporters now.
Yes,
all
we
right,
are.
go ahead, Miss Mason. It's the word of the day.
Okay, so our word of the day is inundate. And inundate is a verb. Okay? And most often, I think sometimes I often hear it in the past tense, like inundated. And inundate means to overwhelm. How many of you out there in the world of NTI are a little overwhelmed? Like, how many of you are a lot overwhelmed? Okay, so I'm going to use it in a couple of sentences.
Where's your if you're underwhelmed? I don't think underwhelmed's a word, but.
No, it is.
Oh, well.
Yeah, if you're
Many
underwhelmed,
people
you're
are.
like totally not impressed. Like you're just like, oh no. And a lot of times that's used as like you have an expectation that something is going to be grand,
I didn't think it was a word.
and then it ends up being kind of like,
Here's what happens. You gotta tell
yeah.
Miss Mason something. You get
Yeah.
the whole book.
Okay, I shouldn't have said that. That's your line. Yeah, that's what you say. Okay, so here are our sentences. I was inundated with emails. Parents. I mean, these are all made up. These are all hypothetical. It's not ever really happening right now in my life.
Yeah.
Parents were inundated with emails, text messages, remind messages, phone calls, all calls, everything. Students felt like they were inundated with work. So the synonyms for inundated: deluge, that's often used with like rain and water, okay? Drown, submerge, engulf, overwhelm, swamp. That's my favorite one.
Swamp.
Not as in the marshy lands of a area, but just being swamped, period. Okay.
Just as our governor says,
Yes,
we will get through this.
we will get
All
through
of
this together.
Get together.
It will be okay.
It will be okay. I tell that to myself
You can
every
say
day.
that.
It will be okay.
It will be okay.
We don't want you to feel inundated. We don't want you to feel overwhelmed. We don't want you to panic.
No, rule number one, Miss Mason always says, is don't panic.
Don't panic.
Don't panic.
It'll
Rule
be
number one,
fine.
don't panic.
I saw lots of kids today. Miss Mason and I, Miss Mason didn't do as much as I did, but
I heard lots of kids' names. I was on the inside putting together packets.
I was running out.
You were not running.
Yeah, I was sprinting.
He was
I was
rolling.
sweating to the cars.
Wow, you must be really out of shape.
And so I am out of shape. But lots of them said, "Whoa, my, this packet." And I said, well, it is for 2 weeks worth of
That is
work.
true. That's true.
And if you do a little bit each day, and even though you not necessarily have to do stuff over spring break week, you could space it out a little bit more. Okay, so you have plenty of options, but you can do it.
You can, and you will,
You will get through it,
and you'll be great.
and you will be smarter. You will have more knowledge, and you will stay on track.
And you will feel empowered.
Empowered.
Okay, that's your motivational speech of the day.
So
That's
you
what
can
we
do
have.
it. Don't panic. Don't get overwhelmed.
It will be okay.
Reach out to your teachers if you need anything.
Sorry, your umbrella's in my way. Reach out to us if you need some help. Okay?
Yes.
We are telling this to each other and to other teachers.
It will be
This whole
okay.
mess-
We
It will
can
be
get
okay.
through this together.
We'll be better teachers.
Yeah.
We'll make
Okay.
it.
We're gonna do
Yeah,
it.
we're really talking to all the teachers out there too, because I'm sure they're all stressed.
Well, here's what I will tell you too. That I have learned out of all of this. My favorite part of my job is working with the kids.
Oh, true story.
All the
True
other
story.
stuff that I have to do now, not my favorite part.
Not so much fun.
Not so much fun, but interacting with the kids, I'd much rather interact with the kids and those types of things. I have learned a great lesson through this. That the
Can
kids
teach an
are
old
my
dog new tricks.
the kids are my favorite part.
Yeah.
So it was great to see some of you today. Some of you are like, Mr. Hood, I watch you and that other lady on that show every day. I said, oh yeah, Miss Mason's on my show.
Well, it's kind of like they may not know my name, like Mr. Hood doesn't know his student's name.
Yeah, that's true. So anyway, no, they were saying they both they were so excited to see us.
All right, so before we do the history and the national days, can we do a little bit of like the stuff that they really need to know?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so now that we have your undivided attention.
Boring part.
Be quiet. Mr. Hood kind of stole most of this because rule number 1 is said don't panic, but he already said that.
I copied
That's
off her
my
notes.
my rule. That's my rule.
My second rule is copy.
Packet pickup and drop off. It's after 5 p.m. on Tuesday, March the 31st. So therefore, the official packet drop off is over. However, you're in luck because there will be representatives at school from here on out. I'm trying to be a TV broadcaster now. And they will be available if you drop your packet off at another time. If you did not pick up a packet, you're shivering.
I'm shaking like a leaf.
Pansy. I'm stepping on my new Okay. So if you didn't pick one up, then the transportation, the Brown County Board of Education Transportation Department, aka the bus drivers, they're gonna bring packets around tomorrow, and if those cannot reach you for some reason, then we will probably mail them. I would
Yes,
imagine.
maybe.
Okay? Just do your best. Okay, don't stress. Please reach out to your homeroom teacher if you have questions.
Man, I feel like I said all this. I copied off her notes.
Your homeroom teacher is going to be your primary contact, and we're trying to do that so that you don't get inundated with communication from all of your teachers, because it would be a little bit overwhelming.
Yes.
Okay. If you are doing the packet online, I would recommend that you just, at least get online once a day and check Google Classroom for announcements, and maybe do one assignment and for each class. If you're doing the paper copy of the packet, just try to do a little bit every day. And a really important thing, it's really important that if you chose the paper packet, that you just complete that paper packet. If you chose the Google Classroom, then do that work on Google Classroom, okay? You can still participate in Zoom, you can still reach us out to us in electronic forms, but don't do double the work, okay?
Right.
You don't want to do the paper and the Google Classroom, because then you'll be doing double the work, and you'll say, wait a second, didn't I already do this? And we'll say, yes, you did, okay? Contact us if you need help. We're helpers. Even though we're far away, I'm still a good helper.
Yeah, we're helpers.
We're helpers.
Two helpers. Two crazy
Hey.
helpers.
Hey, now it's the fun part. So we're going to do some birthday shout-outs to some very important people. I sang happy birthday to 3, well, really 2 of them, and then I kind of learned afterward.
Yeah.
You remember whose
who's
birthday
our
it
birthday?
is?
One is the fabulous Miss
Byron, Captain
Miss
Byron.
Byron.
He forgot.
Yes, looking
Her
good
birthday
at
was actually,
70.
Her birthday was actually yesterday. I thought it was 75.
75.
75.
Woo! She has aged well.
She's like, I'm mama for 75.
Yeah.
Okay?
She just hollers at us once in a while, but we love her.
Then we have the Cundiff.
That's
one
what her
and
kids
only.
call her.
That's what her kids call her.
I'm not calling her the Cundiff.
The Cundiff. The Cundiff.
Miss Precious Cundiff.
And today's birthday is actually Miss Hacker's birthday.
Woo woo! We got to spend her birthday with her.
We got to spend
Is it
her birthday with
Miss
her.
Cundiff's birthday today?
No, Miss Cundiff was last week, I think.
Oh, so
We were
yeah. We're so sorry.
Sorry if
Miss
we missed anybody else's. We were just thinking about that.
We're
We make
just-
stuff up every day.
We Googled who. It should make you feel good because we looked at famous people's birthdays, and there wasn't anybody we really thought was worthy. So we picked the next best people that we thought.
The next best.
The next best.
Okay. All right. That's all I got.
All right.
It's
So
your show.
today in history,
Oh.
there's 1,500 national holidays, and today we have about 5 of them.
Okay.
So today is National Clams on the Half Shell, which is disgusting. If you know me, you know I am terrified of things like fish
That are
and
slimy.
frogs and turtles and all sorts of things.
Salamanders. watch
Anything that
video.
lives in the sea is disgusting, and I would never look
What
at.
about a manatee?
No, well, yeah, but it's okay. But like fish, give me the creeps. National Tater Day.
I hate the
How
word
about
tater.
you have some taters later today?
I can't stand the word tater. I don't know why. I just can't.
National Bunsen Burner Day. And did you know that the lab Bunsen burner was invented by Robert Bunsen in 1855? Bunsen was a German chemist and a teacher. So I gotta get inventing something.
So a Bunsen burner is a thing that you use to heat up like scientific equipment. Like
Yeah.
it's little and it heats stuff up to do.
So I asked
experiments.
Miss Pico, what does she use a Bunsen burner, a Bunsen burner, and she said that she doesn't. She uses
that's
a hot
okay.
plate. So,
Well, you know.
it's also National Crayon Day,
Oh,
and if you
okay.
just have to know, 3 billion crayons are created every year. It's also National Equal Pay Day. All right.
That's good.
And in this day in history, in 1889, the Eiffel Tower was opened on March 31st, 1889, It was the work of Gustav Eiffel, who was a bridge engineer.
Ooh.
It was made for the centenary.
Centenary.
I practiced that word, and I didn't get it right.
Centenary.
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 We're slaughtering that word. Centenary.
Centenary.
Cent
means 100. We've learned that in our class. It's a word stem.
Start over. It was made for the
centenary
of the French Revolution. It was chosen instead of over 100 other plans that were given.
So a centenary means like a 100 year, something that happens 100 years later, like a 100-year anniversary. Okay.
So
kind of like a centennial. I don't know. I would have to look up the difference in a centennial and a centenary.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Okay. So we also talked about how it's raining today.
Yes.
And what could you do on a rainy day?
Ooh, I like this. What could you do on a rainy day, Mr.
So I said you could play cards, things like Phase 10.
I love playing cards.
I love to play Phase 10 or Uno or anything like that.
Split is a really good game. It's good.
Board games. You could get dust off the old board games.
You could watch a Harry Potter movie. Better yet, you could read a Harry Potter book.
No.
You could make Harry Potter puppets.
Witchcraft.
You could draw a Harry Potter picture.
No.
What else could you do?
They don't like.
Well, I'm sorry. What else?
People don't like Harry Potter. Board games. Now, I love board games. I love Monopoly, but Miss Hood is a bit of a savage when it comes to.
She's highly competitive.
Highly competitive. Like she'll rip the board in half, and so. You could also make a play. You could have all your family members together, the ones that live in your house, and other random people that might live in your house, so they could be part of your play too.
Yep.
Or your animals. You can bring your animals inside, and they could be part of your play.
You could draw a cartoon. You could do animation with construction paper or your drawings.
You could bake.
Ooh.
Bake your famous cookies, Miss Mason, that I've never had any.
No, because you're not worthy.
Okay. So what did you come up with you can do?
You can prank call Mr. Hood.
We're not doing that.
You could call up people and sell his number on the black market.
We're not doing that.
You could call him and say, Mr. Hood, I need help. Do you know who this is?
You know what you really could do though?
You could call him and give fake names and say, I'm your student in your class, and then you never know.
I would never know. Here's what you could do.
Yeah.
You could work on your NTI packet.
Right
out of left field.
Chicken dinner.
Because here's what I'll say.
That is true.
We have had some nice days.
Yes, we have.
And I really hope on those nice days that you're doing your NTI work at least a portion of the day. But you're also spending some time outside because it's not good for you to be all cooped up in your house.
Yeah.
But so today is a perfect day to spend lots of time doing your NTI packets.
Yeah, and your work. And then that way, if it's like nice tomorrow or the next day, you don't have to spend as much time on the NTI packet, and you could play outside.
And if you don't know this, spring is in the air. Isn't spring officially here? I thought you didn't sing.
We did winter solstice, not winter solstice, the vernal equinox. No.
Vernal equinox.
Vernal equinox.
And so all these plants are coming up, things are budding, the flowers are coming out, the birds are coming out.
Birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees.
So, we want to see you outside if we're in your neighborhood, and we want to also know that you're doing your NTI packets. So, that's it for today.
And two
crazy teachers, two crazy
teachers. Signing off.
Peace out.
Bye.